Yes guys, welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102, Leeds United Love Story Part 7. Wow, are you ready for this? Are you fucking ready for this? You all know it all started as Leeds United. We then moved to Benfica. Now, after, what do we say it was, about 2.5 years at Benfica, I think it was, we moved on again to Bayern Leverkusen. We then moved on again. So we are at the start of season 7, and that is where we are at. We are at Chelsea after having a year at Leverkusen, and we won the title. The Leverkusen squad wasn't actually that great. I'll come to that in a moment. But what we did is we weren't in Europe last season with Leverkusen, but we won the title. We did really well. Dortmund and Munich were nowhere to be seen. But we'll have a look at Leverkusen first. They had a lot of players they already had there. Constantino is a great striker, as you already know. I did pick up Maido. I did pick up a few players on a Bosman, but I'd already left. The famous Tonton Zola Makuku of Derby County is a great player, really. And let's just this was my my interest in the signing last season, and he did really, really well for me. Had a little bit of a few disciplinary issues, it would be fair to say. 15 yellows, but not one red, which is quite good for him. I brought Dalmut from Benfica, one of my players at Benfica, of course. Solari, I think, was already there. He was immense to me. Who else did I buy? I brought Paulo Canavero, not the other one. Maxwell, I brought Poyle. Cleverson, I got him on a Bosman, but he arrived just after I left. Jensen, is that Daniel Jensen? Yeah, Daniel Jensen did really, really well for me. I got him from Benfica as well. So we lost the cup, I think. Sure, we lost the cup. So yeah, we did. Obviously, we went out in the quarterfinals to Schalke, and it was a very, very good season. Let's just have a look at. There you see, we finished with 79 points. But generally speaking, it was always going to be difficult. They didn't have a big stadium. I think, what did I read? 20-odd thousand? No, that must have been increased. I'm sure that was 28,000. Okay, not to worry. So that is where we're at with them. So Benfica, we left Benfica. You will recall. I'm pretty sure you recall. No, I got that wrong, didn't I? So when did we? Yeah. We left Benfica then on the 26th of July 2006 after a year and a half. A year and a half that it was at Benfica, I think it was. I worked out 2 titles, 2 Portuguese titles, and 2 cup finals. And they've still got. I mean, they've still got Maximin Sigalko. They've still got some real solid players. John Terry, you'll see that I've got a bid in as Chelsea. So let's talk about Chelsea quickly. Chelsea, the new season awaits. Chelsea, they've got a real pretty shit squad, to be honest with you. I've just brought this guy here, Luke Weaver. I needed a really good goalkeeper, and clearly he's a regen. I'm not sure of who. We have bought some other bits and pieces. I've just brought Igor Bishkan. I think I've just brought Gareth Barry as well, actually, on a release clause. Yeah. Let's just have a look. Let's continue, because I had nothing in the reserves. This was my marquee signing. Kutuzov, the Belarusian, he's like, it's just another Belarusian that you could have. You imagine, right, if you started a game as Belarus with this guy, Nikiforenko and Sigalko and a few other Belarusians, but he looks a real fucking monster. They had this guy here who, I looked at him and I thought he's got to be Italian, and I read this beforehand because I think he was causing problems, so he gets a new start. I've just brought Richie Wellens from Benfica. Paul Robinson, I did track him a few years ago. James McFadden, I'm looking to cash in on McFadden. Mark Bertram, there was a few players out of contract or it was unprotected. Up top, I've just sold Idiger Johnson because look what they've already got here. Cherno Samba, the legendary man himself. Also managed to pick up Brozak on a work permit, so I offered him a good amount of money. We've got nobody in reserves. Stadiums as is. We've still got 20-odd million pounds to spend. New season is right around the corner. We are in Europe, actually. We didn't finish ninth. Let me go back. We took over just after I won the title. with Leverkusen, and there was 1 game to go in Germany. It was irrelevant. I actually won a title with 2 games to spare, but there was also 1 game to go in the English league, and we won it. We won it. Let's just go. And we didn't end up. We ended up 5th. Somehow we ended up 5th. Somehow we ended up 7th. So we have actually qualified for the UEFA Cup. But that very, very last game, if I show you Tottenham that I weren't in charge of, I certainly wouldn't be playing that formation, so you know it's not me. Then the Leicester City game, our first game, we won 2-0. Very, very convincing indeed. I even played Oliver Johnson out of position in that game because we had a really shit squad. Cudicini was leaving. Everything was fucking going wrong. No, everything was a real shit state basically. So the love story of Leeds United continues. Now the interesting thing here is for me to do well in the Premier League this season, I've got to contest with Man United, who are always going to be up there, and of course Leeds United. Leeds United, I mean, since I left them, now you're probably looking right there thinking, what the fuck? Birmingham City, now fuck knows how Birmingham City won the title in the year that I won with Benfica, my 2nd title. That is absolutely insane. I don't understand because they didn't really spend anything massive. I mean, I thought that was absolutely ridiculous, to be honest with you. They've not really sold anything. They need major investment. Let's just see how they got on in the Champions League last season then. They lost United, they're fucking rude, look at that. They lost all 5 games. They only won 1 game, it would appear, so they lost to Cole, they lost to PSV, they beat Dynamo, woohoo. They lost to PSV again, they lost to Cole again, and then they lost to Dynamo away. Right, so that's Birmingham City. I think they'll be gone. Ooh, look. I thought that was shame, Tommy. So that is where we are at then with the Leeds United love story. I'm still calling it that because I've got a new objective, and it might be to end back at Leeds United. Now that would be the ultimate love story. They all live happily ever after. Now, I've got to be honest with you, right? After I took the Chelsea job from Benfica, the fucking PSV job came, and I was a bit pissed off, to be honest with you, because I would have preferred to have gone to Holland. So with our success in England, Portugal and Germany, here we are, we're back in England and we're at the bridge. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Till next time, take it easy from me.